The Meteor 350 is a trials bike. You can't deny that. I rode it there. It's on rocks and it's been through a stream and everything. That qualifies it as a trials bike. I have really enjoyed this project. For me, taking a bike and making it do something that it wasn't meant to do is always one of the things I love most about motorcycling. I love how adaptable motorbikes are. You know, if you take a Mazda sports car and then try and turn it into a Dakar racer, it is possible, to be fair, but motorbikes just seem to lend themselves so well to being completely torn apart and thrown back together in a different way. Maybe that's just because I'm better at working on bikes than I am at cars, but I have really enjoyed it, and I have to say I'm blown away with the outcome in terms of what the Meteor is now capable of. The stuff it's ridden, the places I've taken it, and how nice it is to ride in those places have really surprised me. I think back to that very first day when we put it on the back of the Suzuki truck, dragged it to the woods and tried to skid around the woods. Think about what it was struggling to cope with there and look at what it's doing now. It's a different bike, but still with the heart that for me is that engine. I think that's what this boils down to. Find an engine you love and you can always make the bike do what you want to do around that engine. And that might not be a 300 horsepower killer death machine, but that little 350 engine, I love it. I love it. I love the way it feels. I love the way it sounds, especially with the Jeff Special co-built exhaust. I'm buzzing. I'm really pleased with how it's come out. A few people have asked us, what's the point? Why build a Meteor 350 into an off-roader when Royal Enfield already makes the Himalayan? Yeah, valid point. Could have told me that at the beginning, saved me a ton of work. But seriously, for me, custom bikes and building bikes, it never makes sense, really. You could just go and buy something. You can, rather than tuning a bike, you can just buy a better one. For me, the logic is never there. It's all about what I want to do and what I enjoy doing. I really enjoy cutting bikes up and making them into other things. Whether that's more sensible than buying a new one or not, I don't really care. It just makes me happy. And hopefully it encourages people to, if they like it, do it themselves. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks. Don't worry about if anyone else says it's a good idea. If you want to take an angle grinder to it, you dive on in, me old son. Do it with a smile on your face. Don't worry about the haters. Yep, Royal Enfield make the Himalayan and probably does the same sort of stuff that does. Personally, I prefer the 350 engine. So that's good enough reason as any for me to want to make that one into a trials bike. What's next? Who knows? I'm sure we'll find something else to hack up, wreck, make something stupid out of, but for now, there's a few things I want to do to that. There's a few little tweaks ongoing that it definitely needs. The battle scars on the frame rails will tell you that it needs a sump guard, but for now, I'm just going to enjoy riding it. Weather's good, we've got a few more weeks of summer left. I'm going to get out and I'm going to ride that thing at every opportunity, because for me, that's exactly what it was built for. I'll see you on the trails.